They wanted to manipulate you. They sat in rooms you were never invited to, and they planned it, piece by piece, smiling at your face, at you the whole time they were doing it. But God just protected you. And right now, in this exact moment, they are in shock, because the thing they thought would break you is the very thing that woke you up. You were poisoned. I need you to sit with that word for a second. Poisoned, because for some of you, that's not a metaphor. That's a memory. That's a cup somebody handed you with something underneath the kindness. But God brought you back, stronger, clearer, harder to fool. And what's coming through right now is so loud, I almost do not know where to start, so just stay with me. Okay, so something just flipped open in front of me, and I felt in my chest before I even saw it clearly. There was fraud involved. Somebody in a family, could be your own family, could be people close enough to feel like family, was involved in some kind of inspirational process. Impersonation, I want to say. Somebody was pretending to be using your name, your identity, your reputation to get something they had no right to. And the wild part is, you were not even fully aware of how deep it went. There is an unexpected piece of information coming in right now, straight from the source, and it caught me off guard too. So just breathe with me for a second. I'm picking up on someone who is mentally and emotionally unstable. Somebody who has been spiraling, somebody experiencing a lot of endings in their own life. And out of that instability, out of that jealousy, somebody decided to come for you. Somebody was working against you spiritually. Not just gossiping, not just being petty, actually working against you, trying to drain you, trying to block you, trying to keep you small so you would never rise into what you were always meant to become. And listen, your pathway is opening anyway. I don't care what they tried. This is the end of the line for whatever they were running. Your path is open now. Somebody tried to block that path. They tried to make you doubt yourself, tried to make you feel mentally foggy, emotionally unstable, like you couldn't trust your own mind anymore. That was on purpose. That wasn't just a hard season. That was interference. They wanted you confused so you'd second guess the very intuition that would have warned you about them in the first place. But here's what's beautiful. You are healing. I'm getting so much warmth around you right now, so much light. Like the sun itself is sitting on your shoulders. That interference didn't stop your becoming. It only delayed it. And some of you, this energy was strong enough that it could have pushed you toward giving you entirely. I have to say that out loud because it's real. And if that's you, I need you to know none of that was ever truly you. That darkness was placed on you. It was never who you are. There was a group of involved a group of people involved, not just one person, a small circle, and people who knew each other and agreed quietly to work against you together. And right now, one by one, these people are getting exposed. The thing they built in secret is cracking open in the daylight. Whatever spiritual work they tried to do against you, it backfired, it bounced. It's landing back on them now. And there is nothing they can do to stop it, to prevent it. Some of you, this is the part that's going to hit hard. They put something in your cup. They poisoned you, not always with something physical. Though for some of you, it really was physical. Your body knows. Your gut knows. You felt it. For others, it was something energetic, something toxic slipped into your space, into your home. Your drink, your food, attached to you like a weight you couldn't explain. They didn't want that, what consequences for what they were doing. So they hid behind something they thought no one could trace. But it's being traced now. It's coming out now. And here's the part that should give you chills. Despite everything they tried, you are sitting in contentment right now. Your energy is aligning. You've been praying more, meditating more, going quiet and turning inward, even if you couldn't explain why. Some of you have been having vivid dreams lately, dreams that feel like more than dreams, like you are being shown something, like a veil is thinning between what you can see and what you are not supposed to see yet. Pay attention to those dreams. You are being given information, you are being shown how to heal. There is something coming out in a courtroom. Legal trouble, real legal trouble for the people who did this to you. And they are feeling the weight of it. Guilt, remorse, the kind of fear that doesn't let you sleep at night. Somebody is going to be found responsible for what they did. This is not wishful thinking. This is what's already in motion. While they are sitting in that fear, you are sitting in self-love. You are learning how to choose yourself, how to protect your peace, how to stop explaining yourself to people who never deserved an explanation in the first place. And that courthouse energy keeps coming back again and again because something is about to come out that nobody saw coming. Fraud. Yeah, a whole circle of people involved in some kind of deception. Identity theft, financial fraud, manipulation around money, and underneath all of it, unexpected money that's coming to you. They tried to take something that was never theirs. And in trying to take it, they triggered the very abundance they were trying to block. Who did this? Who did this? I keep asking, and the answer keeps circling back to people who were supposed to protect you. For some of you, it traces back to a parent. I know that's a heavy. I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but I have to say what's coming through. Authority, legal systems, official records. Something is sitting in a file somewhere right now waiting to surface. And when it does, the people responsible will not be able to talk their way out of it. There is real money here. Money you are not expecting, money that's been delayed because of all this interference. But it's coming. And somebody close to you. A sibling somewhere in your circle. Someone in your circle was part of the impersonation, pretending to be you, speaking for you, using your name behind your back. At the same time, you yourself are manifesting money in a real tangible way, because your alignment is too strong now for their interference to keep working. This is bigger than money though. Yeah, this is about destiny. Some of you are meant to be visible, meant to be known, meant to shine in a way that makes people who once doubted you very uncomfortable. There is a sublime thread running through this too. Something about family dynamics, something unresolved. Somebody may have even hired help to come after you, paid someone, brought someone in, gave somebody a task whose only purpose was to cause you harm. All because of that unexpected money I mentioned earlier. And this is why I keep seeing this energy attached to you. Something dark that was placed on you through something you ingested, something you were given. But you raised your vibration. You did the inner work, and that attachment has been removed. You are free from it. There is abuse in this story too. Real family abuse. The kind that gets hidden behind a smiling public face, while privately you were torn down, spoken about behind your back, painted as the problem when you were the one being hurt. These people know exactly what they did to you. They know their own intentions. There is conflict still active among these family members right now. Conflict that could lead to real consequences for someone involved. Somebody close to this situation could be facing serious trouble. I keep seeing protection and destruction sitting side by side, because you are so protected. The people who came against you are experiencing chaos in their own lives that they cannot explain. Some of them are starting to suspect it's connected to what they did to you. Some of them have started telling on each other, turning on one another how now that the pressure is building. They tried candle work, name work, the kind of ritual where they write your name down, trying to bind your finances, trying to keep that money for themselves. It didn't work. You blocked someone. Maybe more than one someone. You cut off this family, cut off the people they hired, cut off anyone connected to this. And it surprised them. They didn't expect you to have that kind of strength, that kind of boundary. This is how you got free. For some of you, this meant walking away from a relationship entirely, moving towards something real instead of staying tangled in something fake. They shocked them. That shocked them too. Somewhere in this story is an ex, maybe someone you share a child with, who is sitting in regret right now for even getting involved with the people who hurt you. There was a doll style working involved for some of you. Something physical made to represent you, used by people you once trusted, who turned out to be far less loyal than they pretended to be. A contract was taken out, a real agreement between people with the explicit intent to cause you harm, whether that harm was meant to be spiritual or physical. Somebody was supposed to fulfill that agreement and didn't follow through the way the others expected. And now there is tension among them over that failure. I'm being pulled toward a health thread here too. Some of you, the plan was to make you sick, to drain your body, the way they were already trying to drain your spirit. There may have been a real health concern tied to all of this, something that was supposed to take you out of the picture entirely. But it didn't work. It didn't work because what they were really dealing with was an attachment, an energetic interference, not an actual illness. And once that attachment was lifted, your body began to heal the way it was always going to heal. You were protected by something bigger than them. Helpers, guides, whatever you want to call the unseen support around you, they stepped in. You were never going to go down the way they planned. And what came out of all of it was a kind of rebirth, an upgrade, a shift to so deep, so some of you felt in your literal DNA, like you woke up one day and you simply were not the same person who went to sleep the night before. There was a friend involved too, somebody close enough to impersonate you convincingly, somebody who pretended to be an ally while actually working against you the entire time. Some of these people are facing real legal consequences now. Fraud, forgery, the kind of charges that don't just go away. They stole something that mattered to you, something that was given to you. And that theft is part of what's surfacing now. For some of you, this story includes meeting someone new, someone who is genuinely rising, someone who is going to help you level up instead of tear you down. This person is going to open doors for you, give you access to rooms you were not allowed into before, free you from the financial blocks that were placed on you. You have a kind of magnetic pull right now, and energy people are drawn to, and some of the very people coming into your life next are going to be pulled toward you because of how you carry yourself after everything you've survived. There is a thread about addiction here too. The people who hurt you may have expected you to spiral into substance use, expected you to need medication just to function after what they put you through. That's not your story. That's not your story. Your story is intuition. Your story is insight. People are seeking you out for guidance now, for readings, for wisdom, because you've lived through something that gave you a clarity most people never get. A false narrative was spread about you. Something told lies, painted you as reckless, as someone with a hidden health concern, all to control how people saw you, all to make sure nobody believed you if you ever spoke up. And the people who spread that narrative are starting to regret it. They are watching you transform in real time, and it's shaking them. The person who betrayed you most directly, the one closest to you who chose to work with the people against you, they are devastated now. They think about you. They think about what they lost. They are guarded, watchful, afraid of consequences, because deep down they know exactly what they did, and they know it's catching up with them. For some of you, this betrayal involved a deeply significant partner, someone who felt like a true counterpart, who got pulled in by lies about you and is now living in regret over it. There may be a child connected to this relationship, maybe even more than one, and there is something tender here about this, the innocence of that child compared to the deception of the adults around them. Some of you carry that same tenderness from your own childhood, a sense of being different, special, set apart, even before you understood why. There is a message coming through this about ancestry, about lineage, about being someone special within your own family line, even if your family never treated you that way. The people who worked against you are starting to find out the truth, and it's making them furious, not in you, but at themselves. Forever falling for the manipulation that led them down this path. They lost something real chasing, something fake. And now they are watching you rise while they sit in the wreckage of their own choices. Even your most recent former partner shows up in this reading, in regret, watching the people who once seemed powerful get exposed and brought down, realizing that coming for you was the single biggest mistake of their life. Some of this dark work is still active, still being attempted by people who haven't learned their lesson yet. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You overcame what they tried before, and you will overcome whatever they tried next. There is betrayal even closer to home for some of you, the kind that's hard to say out loud, involving people who should have been completely off limits. I will not soften that. It's there and it's coming out. Whatever they used to poison you, whatever they slipped into your food or your drink, it was meant to block your intuition, to dull you, to make you easier to manipulate. But you are divinely protected, and that protection didn't let work the way they wanted. They told people you were sick, they spread that story everywhere they could, hoping it would isolate you, hoping it would make people pull away from you. There may have been a push to initiate you into something you wanted to know, part of some kind of closed group with rituals and expectations that were never meant for someone with your kind of light. Whatever they did, instead woke you up completely. Yeah, some of you noticed strange signs around this time. Pests showing up out of nowhere. Things in your home breaking down, plumbing issues. Small disruptions that felt bigger than they should have. That was the residue of what they were attempting. But you healed from it. You blocked the person responsible. You stopped letting them back in. Fake friendships were part of this too. A former partner, someone connected to a child of yours, may have been involved on some level. There could be someone in your life right now. I want to repeat that part. A sibling, a close family member, who has been quietly wishing they were you, resentful of your light instead of celebrating it. And there is a thread here about someone close to that family circle being unexpectedly pregnant by someone connected to your past. A complication that's going to bring even more attention to everything that's been hidden. There is something significant about timing here. Certain years that matter, certain dates that are going to line up in a way that makes all of this make sense once it's revealed. There was an event, a gathering, something that happened afterward that set a lot of this into motion. Some of the people involved got caught in the act, caught in a way they never expected, red-handed, no way to talk their way out of it. Your energy right now is magnetic. All you have to do is stay focused, keep your vision clear, and watch what you've been working toward start to manifest. There is a group out there that actually wants to bring you in now, not to harm you this time, but because they watched what you overcame and they respected. People who once looked down on you are starting to feel like you outranked them, like what you survived put you on a level they can't reach. Someone made a serious mistake coming for you, and they know it now. There is a whole family living in mystery because of the dark work they tried to do to you. It backfired, and instead of breaking you, it broke something in their own household. They are upset that you are healthy, upset that you are thriving despite everything. People connected to leadership in this group are frustrated that you healed instead of falling apart the way they expected. And some of them want to bring you in now simply because they are intimidated by what you represent. Be cautious of fake profiles, fake accounts reaching out to you, people pretending to be someone they are not in order to get close to you again. They are fake persons. You are a rare kind of person, and if you have children, they carry that same rare quality. There may have been even some kind of attempt to study you, to analyze you, to figure out What makes you the way you are? Because the people around you cannot understand how you keep coming back stronger every single time they try to knock you down. Something true is settling in for the people who did this. They are starting to understand that there is something real protecting you, something bigger than any of the work they tried to do. A real tragedy in their own lives is proving to them undeniably that interference has consequences. The person who actually carried out the spiritual work against you on their behalf, they are avoiding the very people who hide them now, because they are afraid of what's coming back around. Some of you, the people behind this, are connected to a community that didn't have your best interests at heart from the start. People willing to slip something into your drink without a second thought about what it would do to you. They wanted to bring you into their circle precisely because you proved too strong to destroy. They had everyone around them trying to work against you at once, and still, here you are. Remember this. Your thoughts can heal you, and they can hurt you. So be intentional with what you allow to live in your own mind from this point forward. People around you are starting to walk away from the lies, starting to see the truth for themselves. There is significant money coming your way, real abundance, the kind that was always meant for you and was only ever delayed by the interference you just survived. Some of you may notice this unfolding near water, in a place that feels symbolic, like the universe choosing exactly where to hand you your breakthrough. So here's what I need you to take from all of this. They wanted to manipulate you. They planned it. They worked together. They tried to poison your body, your mind, your reputation, and your peace. And every single time something stronger than them stepped in and protected you. They are in shock right now because the version of you standing here today is not the version they thought they broke. You were poisoned and you came back anyway, stronger, clearer, maybe more awake than you have ever been in your life. Whatever they meant for harm is becoming the very thing that sets you free. And there is nothing left for them to do now but watch it happen. I want to thank you for being here, for sitting through this with me, for trusting your own intuition enough to let this message find you today. I want to thank you. And if you ever feel called to support this work, it's deeply appreciated. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Protect your energy and just trust your intuition.